Hello, you're listening to the third ever episode of Chismes and Menudo. He is
Ricardo, and she is
Adriana, and we are.
going to talk about how we were raised by TV.
Oh, yeah, we were raised by TV.
We sure were. So I was born in 1994, and Adriana was born in 1992. So we grew up as little kids in the 90s and older kids in the early 2000s. So with that, I feel like we were just kind of put in front of the TV a lot because we were annoying.
Yeah. Dad didn't like.
Kids should be seen, not heard.
Yeah. It wasn't until maybe middle school where he was like, okay, they're kind of getting to the level where they're like, they can have a mature conversation. And then he was always wanting to be around us all the time. But when we were kids, it was definitely
Watch the TV.
go to your room and watch TV.
Yeah. I remember one time mom was talking to one of her friends on the phone and they were talking for like a while and we were sitting in the living room like next to mom. And her friend asked her, where are the kids? Did they go like with their friends or something? She's like, no, they're sitting right here next to me. They're just playing. And she was like, what? But I don't hear them. And then mom could hear her kids in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought it was kind of like, oh shit, like we're good kids. Cool.
Yeah.
Everybody else is shitty, but no.
We were just zombies.
Yeah.
Enslaved to the
We
TV.
were not enslaved.
I was.
To the TV? Probably, actually, yeah. So, what did our TV journey start with? For me, it was a lot of, like, early on, it
Well,
was
what
like,
do we remember?
what do you remember?
Like, how far back do you remember?
I remember getting ready for school fairly early on, and we would always put on, like, mom would put on Despierta America.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Despierta America. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I was gonna say that. Despierta America while she was ironing our clothes.
Yeah.
Because she didn't do it the night before.
Mm-hmm.
So we were always late.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we fucking were. And you know what? I do that with my kids too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Maybe
Stop
if I had
talking shit about my mama.
maybe if I had watched a show where the mom was ironing the clothes before.
What?
Well, it raised us.
Yeah, but you just said that habit came out from seeing mom do it with us.
Maybe if she had watched the show where the mom was ironing the clothes the night before and not the morning of.
She worked. She had a lot.
Yeah,
she just wanted to sleep.
Yeah, I do. That's all I want to do. Okay, anyway, as far back as I can remember, I remember watching, I think when we were like kids, I was watching more of Disney and you were watching more Nickelodeon.
What do you mean kids? Because like starting out it was a lot of PBS because we didn't have cable.
Oh, that far back.
Yeah, like when we were kids.
Okay,
like,
so
like young. I remember. Okay, one of the earliest things I remember is every day after school, we would get dropped off and I would run to the living room to watch Dragon Tales because Dragon Tales was the shit.
Yeah, Dragon Tales.
What did you just do?
I took off my Invisalign because
Oh,
I talk with a lisp.
I thought you bit your nail.
Why would I bite my nail? I actually need to go
gross.
do my nails.
Same.
Okay, so Dragon Tales. Yeah, I remember watching Dragon Tales. I remember, so it was Dragon Tales.
Big Red Dog. Clifford.
Clifford the Big Red Dog. Obviously, Arthur. Everything on PBS. I mean, it's pretty much the same still. Yeah. I think.
A lot of it still is the same.
Yeah. So.
And then, like, as I started getting older, like, when SpongeBob came out, that was my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking love SpongeBob. Love SpongeBob. I still love SpongeBob. I still quote it every day.
I hate SpongeBob.
I carved a pumpkin, and the pumpkin that I carved was Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob.
You don't know that episode?
No.
So basically, like,
Doodle Bob is a show.
Yeah, but this is Doodle Bob.
Okay.
So basically, like, they show in the beginning of the episode, they show a fisherman and he's like writing something with a pencil. No, he wasn't a fisherman. He was a poet. And then he loses his pencil and it falls down to the bikini bottom.
Oh, I remember it.
Yeah. So
I hated that show with the passion. I didn't find it funny.
It's so funny.
It was not funny at all.
Dude, fucking. This is that same episode where it still fucking makes me laugh. So they start drawing stuff and it starts coming to life. And then eventually, like,
he becomes evil or something.
Yeah, Patrick and SpongeBob. I think they start fighting, and then I think Patrick draws SpongeBob, and he becomes evil. It's like an evil SpongeBob, and they call him Doodle Bob. And then there's this one scene where Doodle Bob drew a hole and they fell into it, and then Patrick and SpongeBob stick their heads out, and Doodle Bob draws a fucking bowling ball, rolls it, and it hits Patrick, and then he falls back into the hole, and SpongeBob.
Are
SpongeBob.
you kidding?
No, it's so funny. SpongeBob fucking is like, "You okay, Patrick?" And he just goes, "Finland."
Okay.
It's so fucking funny.
You're fucking weird. That's why I hated that shit. That's not funny. Okay.
You don't get it. You
So
probably don't like the Eric Andre show either. You're whack.
so didn't it come out later on that SpongeBob was gay
I don't know.
and that they were lovers?
I don't know. It's a
Yeah.
cartoon. I don't think about it that much.
No, but there was like some sort of controversy about the cartoons being gay, like Bert and Ernie of Sesame Street.
Yeah.
There was a controversy too of them being gay.
Whatever you see on the show is what it is. Whatever they're doing, like behind, it's a show. Like, you know how J.K. Rowling came out and was like, "Hey, Dumbledore was gay the whole time."
Did she?
Yeah, Dumbledore is gay. Hermione can be black. What else?
Oh,
There was-
because she's going off of the book, not the movie. Because
No. Like, even in the book, like, it doesn't, like, none of this says anything about it. But she was just kind of like, "I'm gonna add a bunch of stuff afterwards," because she's fucking crazy rich, and I don't think she understands what normal is anymore.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Well,
so yeah, SpongeBob was my shit when we were getting older, and then Chalk Zone. You remember Chalk Zone?
oh my God, you used to love Chalk Zone, and you know what? I liked it too because of just the cartoon.
It was just so creative.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
so
a good
cool.
little show. That
Yeah.
one. I guess we're going off of Nickelodeon. So Rocket Power was my shit.
Rocket Power.
What was that girl's name? The sister? I want her to be that bitch.
Regina?
No. Reggie. What were the names?
I don't remember.
I like my favorite, well, the episode that I remember the most is where their attic or their basement gets flooded or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That one.
I remember the one where Otto, the main one, the one with the dreads,
Mm-hmm.
where he broke his leg. I remember he had to go through it. He was just like, "I can't believe I broke my leg." Can't
And they were all
skate."
scared. I love the skating noise or the skating sound effect
Yeah.
that they would use. My fave. That little white kid that was in that show, he resembled the little white kid from The Little Vampire. Do you remember that movie, The Little Vampire?
Which one was that one? That was on Disney, right?
The Little Vampire, about the vampire. The kid on Stuart Little.
Oh yeah.
Didn't he resemble him?
Yeah.
Okay. That one, The Wild Thornberrys, obviously Rugrats.
They had a crossover.
Yeah. I have a friend, and I always want to call her Eliza Thornberry.
Why? Does she look like her?
No, because her name is Elizabeth.
Oh.
And I just want to call her that all the time, but I never do. I feel like she'd be like, "What the fuck, you stupid bitch."
Yeah, that makes sense.
So The Wild Thornberrys. I loved The Wild Thornberrys. I can actually still watch The Wild Thornberrys. That raised us. So like PBS Kids was from when we were like maybe like toddlers to maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, because we would watch like Teletubbies and Barney too.
Mm-hmm. And then then we would transition into like
Nickelodeon.
Yeah. And then, but you know what? When we were really young, we would watch Nick at Night. Remember Nick at Night?
Yeah, and what we would watch on Nick at Night, I didn't know at the time. I thought it was all brand new shows every time. It was just old sitcoms.
There were reruns.
Yeah, we would watch like
All that.
Cheers.
No,
Yeah.
that's not Nick at Night.
Yeah, it is.
No.
That was on Nick at Night.
There was a special Nick at Night every Friday night where it was just like, "Hey Arnold," all that.
You're talking about Teen Nick, fool.
Yeah, Teen Nick.
Nick at Night is when they had sitcom, like old 80s and 90s sitcoms.
Yeah,
They had
you're right.
Cheers. They had Three's Company.
Three's Company. I love that show.
See that life is a doo-doo-doo. I love the theme song.
The
It was
theme
so
song
fun.
is really good.
What else did they have? Oh, the one with Fran, the nanny.
The Nanny.
Yeah.
But that was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. It
No,
was
it
on
wasn't.
Lifetime.
But
Remember
it was
the
also on
channel
Nick at
list?
Night.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Google it.
No.
Remember the channel list? It was 39,
Nick.
40, ABC Family.
ABC Family. I said it.
41 was a news channel, I think. 42 had to be SPN.
No, I think that was 43.
No, sure. 43?
I don't
43
remember.
was
44 was
43 was Lifetime.
yeah,
44 was Cartoon
Cartoon
Network.
Network. 45 was Disney.
46 was BET.
BET. 47 was MTV.
47 was The Animal Planet. 29 was MTV.
20. Yeah, I always wondered why like I remember always thinking like why don't they just put all my favorite ones next to each other? It's so stupid. And then I realized I'm not the only person in the world.
Yeah, I wonder like how they would come up with
I don't know.
that. But
TV's so different now cuz like
I don't even have cable.
Yeah.
I just have internet.
Yeah.
My kids, all they do is watch YouTube.
Yeah. All I do is watch YouTube, honestly. I haven't watched like a really, really good show, except for The Boys. But like a really, really good show, I I don't know. I don't think I have the attention span anymore.
No, you want everything fast.
Yeah. And I just want like, this is what I'm thinking of wanting to watch now. Let me watch like a quick 10, 15-minute video of it. What I do watch a lot though is video, what are they called? Video essays on like TV shows. Like what I was on the way to pick you up and I was watching, it's this dude on YouTube. He's called something Cosmonaut. And he basically just like reviews movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
but
would love to watch that.
yeah, the one that I was watching before I picked you up on the way, him and his girlfriend had never watched Halloween Town, so they were watching it. And it's kind of something that I wanted to do with you.
What?
Like, remember before we were talking about doing this, I told you that I wanted to do something like, oh, I kind of want to like write out a script of like not a script of a movie, but a script of me watching it and just like being mean about it or like
Oh, I
making
remember.
jokes about it.
Yes.
That's kind of the idea. But it was so funny because like they just make fun of it because they've never seen it before and it's like super corny.
Is it, do you think?
Yeah, dude. I watched like when Disney Plus came out, I watched Even Stevens. I watched like 2 episodes of Phil in the Future and then I just couldn't.
You think it's corny because we're older? Because I had my kids watch the Even Stevens movie where they go and like they're supposed to be on like a trip or something.
Yeah.
And they loved it.
Yeah, because they're kids.
Yeah, they were into
I think
it.
for us, it's just like this is corny. But I still have the memories of being like, damn, this is the shit.
This is shit. Remember Disney Channel movies?
Yeah.
They
taught you shit.
No, they really did.
Yeah.
They really did.
Yo, like you remember Motocross?
Oh yeah. My kids and I watched that together.
Yeah. That shit was way ahead of its time.
It really was. But Axel now will be watching something and he'll be like, why are they being mean to that girl? Just let her do what she wants. Like he'll make those kind of comments. And I'm like, thank you, Axel. Like I thank him because I'm like, okay, he's getting it.
Yeah.
But had he not watched that movie or those, movies like that, if he had just like been stuck on YouTube, you know what I mean? YouTube is not teaching these kids.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because I don't know what they're watching.
Well, not what my kids are watching. What the fuck my kids are watching are advertisements, basically. Like, just showing a toy.
You know what's funny? I always thought it was weird that people like watch streamers like playing video games. I'm like, why don't you just play the video game? And then I realized like, oh fuck, I did that when I was like 12.
Did you?
Yeah. Whenever I would want a video game, but I wouldn't want to ask mom and dad for it because I didn't want them to spend the money. I
hated that you were like that.
Why?
I'm like, just get the fucking toy. Like, because they would buy us shit. It wasn't like they weren't buying us shit.
I don't know why at a very early age I understood that they had bills. I think I even told mom once, like we were at the store and she said, hey, go pick out a toy. And I know that they wanted to do it because they were like, cool, we have extra money. I want to buy something for my child. Like I want to give them something.
Yeah.
I want to provide for them, blah, blah, blah. Like I want to surprise them. But I was just like, just pay the light bill. The only time I would go crazy or like I just like thought of like, okay, my birthday and Christmas. Those are 2 times where I'm going to ask for something.
Yeah.
And I want it.
You see, so mom took Jackson last night to the store because he wanted to go with her. So she took him. She had promised him that she was going to buy them candy because obviously we didn't do anything for Halloween. And she came home and she said that he reminded her so much of you when they were at the store. Because he was asking my mom if he can buy it. Like it was his candy and he was asking if he could buy it. and he pulled her like he I guess pulled her aside, or he like asked her to come closer, and he whispered in her ear, "Are you sure I can buy it, Grandma?" Like he was like asking her if she was sure. He was like, "Do you have money? Are you sure you have money?" He's like, "Are you sure you have enough money?" Because honestly, I'm always telling my kids, I don't have money for that. I don't have money for that,
Yeah.
so that they know. Because if I don't tell them that, John will buy them whatever they want. John literally buys them everything they want.
Cause it feels so good, dude.
It
Honestly,
does. It does.
like when I bought the kids, I still gotta buy baby's birthday present. Cause I bought that computer, so I'm kind of lacking. But
He asked me about it too.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna get it for him. Just give me till Friday. Give me till Friday, Jackie, please.
Because you bought the other two
Yeah, I
boys
know. I
their
know.
stuff.
And the thing is, like, he doesn't understand. Like, oh, it's just a week late. He doesn't get that. It's just
No,
like
he's like, my Tio Ricky didn't buy me anything.
he doesn't love me.
Yeah, that's what he thinks.
And then I also didn't go over.
He asked us too.
I felt so bad, dude. But just I knew I was feeling so bad.
No, I know, but I mean they're kids. They don't get it, but he got over it. We gave him his toy and he got over it.
I hope so. But yeah, like I don't know why. Like just like I'm just their uncle, but even like anytime that I get them something where I'm just like, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, or like I'll go get y'all food. Just little shit like that. It just feels nice because they're, especially the boys, they're just so like, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Like,
they are really appreciative. I didn't raise them to be like that. It's not like I.
It's me. It was me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I taught Axel and then he trickled it down.
I guess. Yeah, but they
I don't
really
know.
are
It
really
probably
like.
wasn't me.
They're
Anyway,
always saying thank you or whatever.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about TV
No, but how do we get off topic?
because we started talking about kids and we went like we started saying like TV is different now. Like kids don't watch TV the way we watch TV, and then we.
So
trailed
okay,
off.
so we were talking about the movies. Okay, so motocross, yes, that taught my son specifically a very important lesson, and that he's still carrying over into like everyday life.
Yeah.
It was that I tried to show them Smart House. I don't know that remember Smart House?
Yeah.
I don't know that would had any real.
The robots are gonna take over the world. That's what I got when I was a kid.
Well, my kids didn't pull anything from that.
It was just a fun movie. Some of them were just fun movies.
Yeah, that one.
Oh fucking as soon as Disney Plus came out, you know what I fucking watched? That one with Shia LaBeouf and where he has a twin and he was deprived of oxygen or something.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
You haven't?
No, is it really? I remember it being really sad.
So sad.
Oh
I
my,
can't remember
did
what
you
it's
cry?
called. Yeah.
It's called True Confessions.
True Confessions, yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't. I want to.
Dude, that library scene every fucking time.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Dude, so like they go to the library.
Who's they?
Shia LaBeouf's character.
Spoiler alert.
For a fucking like 30-year-old man. So in this movie, Shia LaBeouf, who for some reason Mexicans really like, we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
He plays a mentally handicapped kid. Like he has a twin sister.
Which back then you would have called them the R word.
Yeah.
He plays the R word. But we are socially conscious and we know that we can't use that word anymore. So he is a, what did you say? Handicapped.
Mentally handicapped.
Mentally handicapped person. For those not aware, you're not supposed to say the R word anymore. I just thought I would throw that out there. Okay, sorry for interrupting you. Keep going.
That's cool. So he plays a mentally handicapped kid, and they're like 14, 15 years old. So honestly, I did not like her character, the sister. I didn't like her. She was kind of bratty, but I had to keep telling myself like, okay, she's 15, like fucking 15.
Okay.
But she basically like they're growing up together, and she wants to be a filmmaker or an actress or do something and
oh, that's why
yeah.
like the thing is like of a video camera or whatever.
So she wants to submit a film to this contest, and she has no idea what to do. She's like, fuck, what should I make my movie on? And then she decides like, oh, I'll make it about me. But then it starts kind of like snowballing into like it's about her brother now. And there's this, I'm not gonna like spoil the whole movie, but there's this one fucking scene where goddamn Shia LaBeouf should have gotten an Oscar for it. I don't understand how he didn't. It was so sad.
But he plays that character very well throughout the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And like they go to the library because it's the girl, her name is Trudy, I think, because they call it True Confessions. So they just call her True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's True, and then Shia LaBeouf's character, who I don't remember his name. Lewis. Lewis. It was no. That's even
That's
Stevens.
even Steven.
Steven. No. But they go to the library, and he's just looking like at books. He's looking around, but and they're together. And then he's like, I'm gonna go look at the these other books, and she's like, all right, just stay close to where I can see you. So he goes up to like the third floor, and it's like a big library. So then he's looking through books and blah blah blah, and then she's just like sitting studying or looking up books for her movie. And then all of a sudden he realizes like, oh damn, like I went too far. So he tries to walk back to where she was, but he can't find her.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts freaking out like really bad.
Oh my gosh.
And it's
I
so
don't remember
sad. You don't remember
I don't
it?
remember. Like, I'm trying to remember, like, as you're
It's
describing it, and I
like
can't.
he's just running around the building and he's screaming her name and crying. And then when they find like an adult finds him, and he's just like curled up like crying.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
It's-
Did Jasenia? You watched it with?
yeah, I watched it with Jasenia. I don't know if she cried, but I was
Had
just
she
like,
seen it before?
no, I told her about it. That was her first time watching
Did
it.
she like it?
I think so. I can't remember. But yeah, dude.
I'm
Like,
gonna have to show my kids that. Do you think I can show the kids that? I
Yeah.
really want them to like.
Yeah.
Know things.
the good thing is that you didn't start off with that,
Yeah.
because that's kind of intense. But it's such a good movie.
But like all the Disney Channel movies are really good.
Yeah, a lot of them are, or maybe we just like them because that's what we watched.
No, but like I'll watch movies now. Like, you know, when we did have cable, Axel and Lenny would watch Nickelodeon and they would watch Disney Channel. And, you know, I would be in the room while they're watching it, and every now and then I'd like tune in to what like was going on or whatever. And the acting sucked. And then when like Disney Plus came out and I saw the acting of like the movies that we used to watch, like so much better.
Really?
I swear.
Nah, I don't think so. I think your mind is warped by nostalgia.
You think so?
Yeah, I would say it is. But what are you talking about? Like I feel like because we watched so much TV, and the TV that we watched wasn't like, it wasn't really bad. Like we never really watched horror movies, you know?
No way.
We didn't like. I remember mom and dad rented the 40-Year-Old Virgin one time. I'm pretty sure it was dad, or they bought it. And like I watched it with them, but you were like at Victoria's or something.
What the hell?
But we didn't watch the whole thing. I
They
think
turned it off?
yeah, because we got to like a part where a titty popped out, and my mom was like, "Nope, nope, nope."
That was weird.
Yeah, and then she like, you remember that cabinet that we had, the wooden one where the TV was?
Uh-huh.
She put it in there backwards so that you couldn't see the the title, and then
I
she
was
told me
never
like, "Don't
into
tell."
porn.
No.
No. Well. No, like Girls Gone Wild would come up sometimes, but it wasn't like you couldn't see everything.
No, but the censorship was the shape of the boobs. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you you knew what the fuck it was.
Yeah, and plus you like I remember one summer you kicked me out of the room like the entire summer,
Yeah.
and you were just like, "You're sleeping on the couch downstairs now," and I was like, "All right, I guess whatever." I kind of wasn't tripping about it because like you would always take over the TV in the room anyway, so I
Yeah.
just stayed up watching TV all summer.
Yeah.
And then that was the first time that I saw that commercial, the Girls Gone Wild commercial. And I was like, "Oh shit, what is this?" And like I put it on mute.
Did you?
Yeah,
So that you could watch it, you
yeah,
disgusting pig?
yeah. I was like, "Oh shit, what's up?"
Wow, no. Oh my god.
I am not the only one. Anybody who's like between the ages of fucking like 23 to like 28, they fucking did it. You fucking did it. Sucio. Nasty.
Yeah, including yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to credit two TV shows that I watched as a tween that I feel had a lot to do with our relationship and how we were the way we were. And I think you kind of know which shows I'm talking about.
Ren and Stimpy.
No, you idiot.
King of the Hill.
No, it was Lizzie McGuire and That's So Raven and Even Stevens. Because if you
Yeah.
notice that in all of those shows, in all three of those shows, the sister and the brother are always fighting. They never got along. And if they did, it was at the end of every episode, and it was like the you
The
know,
learning moment, like, hey, we fight, but we love each other.
yeah.
I
But
never actually thought of that. And those are
yes,
the three shows that we watched together.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like every time they were on.
Like every week that the new episode would come out, we'd be like, hey.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were back to back to back at one point.
Yeah,
So
something
like
like that.
newest episodes.
And then the Disney Channel movies would come on.
Yeah.
But don't you think it makes a lot of sense?
Now that I
Like,
think about it, yeah. I
they,
never thought about it, but
it was kind of like, okay,
now that you
that's how
mention it,
that's how our relationship is supposed to be.
that's probably a lot of people that actually did grow up on Disney. So I have a friend, he worked at Disney
Mm-hmm.
in Orlando. And recently he was like on a FaceTime call with a bunch of his friends from Disney, and I got on it. They're all Disney nuts. Like,
Really?
yeah. He literally told
And
me
he
like,
did too. Remember, they used to have all of the movies where they were the original, huh? The original VHSs. Yes, they
I think
did.
so, yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing about being raised by TV is like, at least for me, like I kind of had expectations of life, how it was gonna go, and it wasn't like that.
You
Like,
think so?
yeah. I think TV warped my mind a little bit.
I don't know that it warped mine. I feel like I can understand a lot of people's perspectives, and I attribute that to being raised on TV.
Yeah.
I think we were maybe the second generation that was raised on TV, because wasn't it like our cousins, our older cousins, or no, they were raised on music. I think maybe
No, it was TV. It was probably both. But
more so music maybe for them.
They were raised on a different form of MTV. MTV
It was just music.
No. Well, it was music, and then they have like Pauly Shore going to spring break and shit, and they had Road Rules.
It was that, but there's
because
the
they were
other one.
older. Because like they were like
Yeah,
teenagers.
because then when we got tweens, we were watching those. I was watching MTV. I was watching Road Rules.
Yeah, but I'm saying
The
that
New
when we were
World.
kids, they were watching the first iterations
Yes.
of it.
Yeah. So
You get
maybe
me?
it might
Like
have been
they,
more
like they
adult.
watched the original Real World,
Yeah.
where it was actually like not scripted.
You think it's scripted now?
All reality shows are.
But they
they're
weren't.
reality shows.
But they weren't back then.
No. I don't think the Real World was, because they just got a bunch of crazy people in the house and said, fuck it.
I think that it was maybe their generation more so on music, because they were the generation that didn't have TV as kids.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
They had the original cartoons. They had Transformers in the 80s.
But it wasn't on
don't-
all the time
I
like
think
us.
I think they had Saturday morning cartoons, whereas we had all day cartoons.
That's what I'm saying.
That's probably then, yeah.
Yeah, so then I feel like that's why they might have been more so on music, because they weren't stuck in the house. They were out with their friends, because the TV wasn't on all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So then I feel like so maybe we are the first generation that was fully raised on TV.
Yeah. Well, it was raised on TV, at least for me. I feel like I'm in a weird gap, maybe both of us, where it was like we played a lot as kids outside and watched TV, and we talked about TV with our friends. Like if you didn't know the new episode what do you call it, like any random show that everybody watched, you'd be like ostracized.
Yeah, like the boys had to be into like Cartoon Network.
Family, like in middle school, it was like Family Guy. It was The Simpsons. In elementary school, actually, was The Simpsons. You snitched me out one time because I was watching The Simpsons.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you absolutely fucking did.
I probably did.
You absolutely fucking did. And it wasn't. I think it might have been the weed episode, actually.
That says a lot about you. I probably did, yeah. But no, yeah. So that is so true. Like, if you kind of had to be watching TV if you wanted to like something to talk about with your friends at school the next day, or that Monday or whatever, because everything came out on a Friday.
But you know,
all the new stuff would come out on Fridays.
Yeah, and you know what was funny is like I would have stuff to talk about, but then I would like you'd be watching MTV when I still wasn't really watching it, but I would watch it with you. We would watch like Rev Run.
Yeah,
Run's House.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd watch that, and I really liked it. And then there was some other shit that we would watch. I can't remember.
On MTV.
Yeah.
I remember
Pimp My Ride.
Like all the old school TV shows from then, from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, which were also reality shows, but they were reality shows.
You think they were scripted?
Yeah, Pimp My Ride was
Oh,
scripted.
yeah. Because they said the same thing every episode.
Yeah.
um,
And he did that cool ass shit like, you've
yeah,
officially been pimped.
yeah. No,
Fucking exhibit.
I remember. You're right. Mom in the mornings would, um, she would put on Despierta America, but I said that really whitewashed, didn't I?
It doesn't matter. You said it.
Despierta America. Ooh.
Wake up, America.
Despierta America. Anyway, so she would put that on, but remember that Christmas that we got? It was a TV, the DVD slash VHS player. Remember the silver TV?
Yeah.
Did it? Yeah. And then it was the combo DVD VHS, and then it was the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
We got that all at the same time.
I wanted a PlayStation.
You're so ungrateful.
I wanted a PlayStation because the homies had it.
Everyone had it.
Yeah,
no,
they
but
had
you
a
were the first
PlayStation.
one to have the Xbox.
Yeah, and that shit was dope.
Yeah, it was really good.
Like as soon as I realized it was way better, I was like, damn, fuck PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I have a PlayStation now.
Once we got that TV, it wasn't Despierta America for us anymore in the mornings. It was MTV, the music videos.
Yeah.
In the mornings.
That's how I heard about Fall Out Boy, dude.
I know, I remember.
Yeah.
There was so many.
What sucks is like I'm halfway illiterate, so at that time I really couldn't read.
Oh, but we had the subtitles on it. Is that what you mean?
No. For the music videos, I couldn't read fast enough to see who the band was.
Oh, right, because in the bottom left corner.
And then it also had, I think at some point it also had like little, because it would show the music video and it had like little behind the scenes shit about the music video.
On MTV?
Yeah. Or it might have been VH1 actually.
I think that was VH1.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really watch too much of VH1.
The only thing I watched on VH1 was like I love the 80s, 90s TV shows.
I watched
Behind the Music.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Behind the Music.
That one I would watch, but I already had Axel.
But that show was old though.
Was it? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it was old because I remember they did a Behind the Music on Usher when Usher was like, oh, actually no, that probably was like a little later on his.
I had to have been like 2010.
Nah.
Anyway,
there was an old version and they probably brought it back.
But in the morning it was music videos, and that's what we would get ready to. Yeah.
But then sometimes like I would wake up earlier. I'd wake up like at 6 a.m. to watch Zaboomafoo on PBS.
Oh, Zaboomafoo.
And I think Cyber Chase too, maybe.
Zoom.
I don't remember Zoom.
You don't remember Zoom?
No, I think I was too young.
Zoom.
I think I was too young.
Yeah, that was probably way later.
Yeah.
But no, when we got the TV, the DVD, VHS, and the Xbox, we were on it popping.
Yeah. And then, bro, I remember fucking playing on the Xbox, whatchamacallit?
You could
Tony
save.
Hawk.
You can save CDs.
I would burn all the CDs that we have. I'd burn them, and I just remember playing Tony Hawk. And the one CD that I have burned into my head is fucking, I think Lil Bow Wow's CD.
Bow Wow?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that too.
I ain't never had nobody tell me.
It wasn't that one stupid.
It was. Well, we had both of them, or all of them.
There was a girl named Gina who was a hell of a singer, and everybody fell in love.
Oh shit! I completely forgot.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Dude, that was my song.
We're gonna play that on the way home.
Dude, we have to. What was that album?
I don't remember, but we just gotta search his name. It's not like he's got like 20 albums.
You sure?
Yeah.
He was really young when he started.
He was.
I don't know. Damn, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. And then, like, what was really cool was that with Tony Hawk, and I don't know if this was on the PlayStation 2, but I could like actually listen to my music as I was playing like different video games.
I would only do that with the Tony Hawk one.
Really? I would do it with most of them, unless the music was really cool for the video game.
Do you remember the steering wheel that you got?
Yeah.
What was that? It was Midnight Club, and then the other one.
Midnight Club.
We had two racing games. No. We had two racing games. It was Midnight Club, and then was the other one, Burnout or something. Anyway.
I don't remember. Burnout? Then yeah, it might have been Need for Speed. No.
The graphics were not as good as Midnight Club 2.
I don't remember.
But I remember with that one, I think.
And then we had GTA. We had GTA.
Oh yeah, I never did the little.
The missions.
No.
I went through it.
I would just fight people. and steal cars and customize the cars.
Yeah.
Remember? Oh my god.
Yeah, San Andreas is the shit. It's like one of my favorite ones.
San Andreas.
Yeah.
I never played any other ones.
No?
Axel asked for it.
Really?
For GTA, yeah.
Ooh.
I was like, no, absolutely not.
Just wait until 6 comes out. He'll probably be old enough by then. Wait, why not?
Because I feel like I'm a parent and that's what I have to say.
Dad took me to buy it.
They need a little adversity at some point. How old were you when you bought it? Axel's 9. You were not 9.
I was 10.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I had it on the Xbox.
Yeah, but also Dad didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I don't think he understood.
And he didn't know any better.
Yeah. And he also bought me...
Also, and if he did know any better, he wouldn't have given a fuck.
Yeah. He also bought me GTA 4, but I was already like 13. I was like 13. And I bought myself GTA 5.
Yeah, no. Which one was the one that we had? It was just called San Andreas?
We had San Andreas. And I borrowed, I think, GTA 3 from our cousins. I just gave it back. And then there was There's a lot of them, but the ones that we had were San Andreas, GTA 4, and now GTA 5.
You were never into video games like
I was when I was younger.
when you were younger, but then you got really like...
I got bored.
Yeah.
I don't have an attention span, like, at all.
I don't think I do either.
I can't.
Do you think that it has to do with the fact that we aren't like
smart?
Stupid. Like addicts?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried so hard to be a drug addict. I just can't do it. I
It's
get
just
so
not-
bored.
Yeah.
We just don't have addictive tendencies.
I guess.
Like,
Because
even...
we were trying to play. You were trying to play the guitar, and I was trying to play the piano, and that didn't work out either.
Yeah.
How old were we? We had to have been like 6, 8. Remember when we would go to those little classes?
Yeah. I think I was like
and we
6
never
or 7.
practiced.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that would have changed if mom and dad had made us do it?
Yeah, I think they probably could have been a little more stricter on us. Like, no, you're not gonna quit, or like set. Like, for me, if I ever do have kids and they want to do something, I'm gonna tell them straight up. I was like, look, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna commit. You gotta give me a year of it. If I'm gonna be paying for this shit, if you want to do soccer, basketball, football, ballet, whatever the fuck you want to do, you gotta give me a year.
Yeah.
You gotta give me, because you ain't gonna quit.
But see, the thing is, when you're a parent, you gotta be the one to take them. So you gotta wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's not just a commitment for them. It's like everyone in the family has to have a commitment.
Yeah.
So like the boys are asking me, they want to play instruments. Axel wants to play the guitar, and I'm like, am I going to wake up?
No, you're not.
Which is why I that's probably why like I never put him in sports either, because now, like, growing up and actually being the parent, because I'll be honest, like, I would blame my parents a lot for like not having known to play the piano, but I love to sing, so I would listen to Alicia Keys and she would sing and play the piano, and I would be like, damn, if I had just stuck with it, or if mom and dad
still play the piano.
No, I know. I want to do the accordion. Why are you laughing?
It's just always funny when you tell me that. Dude, if you do the accordion and I do the we can have a fucking band.
You can't have a band with just those two instruments.
Yeah, you can.
Show me a band that has just the accordion and the chicka chicka.
I don't need to, because we'll be the first. We'll be innovators.
Okay. And we'll both sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What were we talking about?
I could probably come up with some stupid escorridos.
Yeah. I can see you. I can see you with a little notepad. Yeah. This is what we're gonna say, and it's gonna be in a loop.
I'm gonna make trap corridos.
No. Okay, so I want to put them desperately into an activity. I just don't want to fail them.
You should do school ones.
They don't have, our school doesn't have it. Like Withers, remember Withers?
Yeah, they had basketball.
I
tried out for basketball. I didn't make it.
I remember for a long time you wanted to play basketball. Now that you're saying that.
I did play basketball a lot.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. And then I tried out for the team. This is what kind of sucked, was that in 5th grade, like in our school, in elementary school, they only let the 5th and 6th graders play basketball.
Yeah, and do cheerleading too, I think.
I think so.
I never wanted to be a cheerleader though, so I was never.
I was a cheerleader.
in high school.
Yeah.
Um,
Why is that any different?
no, I'm just saying it wasn't a career.
Yeah. What was
But
I saying? Oh shit, fuck.
5, 6.
Yeah, like playing like in 5th and 6th grade, that's the only grades they let you play basketball.
Did you know in Canada they say grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9?
Freaks. But they so in 5th grade I tried out, didn't make it, and I was just like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll practice more. I'll play more, and then I'll try again next year. I kept telling myself in my head, like, Jordan didn't make his first fight from his fucking sophomore year basketball team. Jordan didn't make his sophomore year basketball team.
As in Michael Jordan?
Yeah. I was like, be like Mike.
Oh, remember that movie?
Yeah.
Like
With Lil Bow
With
Wow.
Lil Bow Wow. That was good. We would watch that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. That was a VHS.
Who was the basketball player in that? The NBA player that adopts him?
No,
Morris
he
Chestnut.
wasn't.
No, Morris Chestnut. It's Morris Chestnut.
It wasn't about. No, it wasn't a basketball player.
The one
was
that
an
ends up
actor.
adopts.
No.
Yeah, he's an actor, but in the movie he was a basketball player.
Oh. He was portraying a real basketball player?
No, it was just Morris Chestnut.
That was a name?
No, the actor's name is Morris Chestnut.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Morris. Yeah. Because he's the one. He's rookie. He gets shot in Boys in the Hood.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Almost every job that I work at, like if there's black people, and they find like I'm like, hey, my name's Ricky. They'll be like, Ricky.
Why?
Because that happens in Boys in the Hood.
Oh my god.
That's what Cuba Gooding Jr. screams whenever Ricky gets shot.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you already know.
Yeah. I'm just like, cool.
That's
They gonna come. And then like basically anybody that's seen the movie, they're just always like, Ricky. And I have to pretend to die.
Remember Madrina would call you Ricky Rich?
Yeah.
All the time. Ricky Rich.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so like my basketball career.
What basketball career?
Exactly. So like in 5th grade, I didn't make it, and I was like, I'll try again in 6th grade. But then Texas decided to make 6th graders go into middle school, and then in middle school, they didn't let the 6th graders play basketball.
Ain't that a bitch?
At least not for the school. I think they did it like recreational or some shit. But I wanted to play for the school, and then by that point, I kind of lost interest.
Yeah, because again,
no attention span.
yeah. See, I don't know. I'm still. They still keep asking me, but you know what? John is the opposite, so maybe they will.
Yeah. Maybe they'll actually focus.
Yeah. Who knows?
Like just talking about how we're not focusing. We had a topic at the beginning of this.
We probably shouldn't do this together anymore.
What?
Well, because an excuse. Well, because we both don't focus.
We'll figure it out. You know how strong my non-focus is?
How strong?
I've taken
How strong is it?
I've taken Adderall and it hasn't worked before. Sometimes
Or did you just focus on the wrong thing?
no, I just like I want to focus on anything.
I took Adderall one time and I was like, whoa, I need this every single day of my life.
Yeah, man, Adderall's a shit.
You've tried it more than once?
Yeah.
Did it work though? You said it didn't.
Yeah, but there would be like a couple, like if my attention span was just like, nah, we ain't doing this today.
It was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the one time I tried it, I was like, hell yeah, I got everything done. Isn't that like just speed?
Yeah. Speed. Legal speed.
There was this meme that I saw on, I think, Facebook.
See, we're doing it again.
I know, but let's just go with it.
All right. We'll go back to cartoons.
We'll how does it say?
We'll loop back around.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a meme that was about like how grandmas or something complain that like the women of today don't do as much as they did back in the day, and the meme was like, chill out grandma, y'all had Coke and y'all's Coca-Cola back then.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, is that true? And also, can we put Coke back in the Coca-Cola? Because I got a lot of shit I gotta do and I have no like desire to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe just Adderall. But isn't Adderall, because it's speed, it's like you always need more and more and more? You always need to like increase your doses.
I don't.
But you don't take it every day.
Yeah, but I think even if I were to, like, I wouldn't. I can't get addicted to shit. No, not true. I'm addicted to sugar.
Oh, yes.
Fucking love sugar. For real?
Sorry. I love sugar.
Yeah.
I just had a Snicker and a Slurpee right before I got here.
I remember on.
And you know what I love? Cheerios with extra sugar.
Yeah. I don't know what.
No, you know why we do that?
'Cause
Because when we would get scared, Mom would give us a teaspoonful of sugar. Not even it was a whole spoon. It was a
She would-
cooking spoon.
yeah.
What was that? To get our
It was-
adrenaline up or something?
I don't know. It was sugar and water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
mix it in.
No. You would get the because she started doing it to my kids. I was like, hold up,
No.
don't do that. But
I remember.
now I do it actually.
I remember being in Monterrey and they had the like a little parade or some shit.
It was
It was during summer.
it was the carnival or something.
Yeah.
La Feria.
Yeah. So they had like
You know they don't do it there anymore.
what? It's wild. But they actually no, it's not. It's probably good. Those motherfucking rides were rickety as shit. I almost fell out.
You're fucking lying.
I'm lying.
Those are the shit.
Yeah. But I remember they were doing like the little dance at the beginning of it, and like somebody with a mask like came up and they like scared me, and I had a panic attack.
Did you?
I was just like, like I got really scared.
And Mom wasn't there. It was just Grandma. Do
Yeah.
you feel safer, or did you wish Mom was there?
I felt equally safe.
Yeah.
It was Welly.
Yeah.
But Welly did the same thing. She gave me sugar and water.
See, all the times that Mom would give me the sugar and the water, it was the sugar full of or it was a spoonful of the sugar and then a cup of water after. So you're saying that for you.
The only time I remember is Welly mixing it. Like she dropped it in, mixed it, and then made me drink it.
Made you drink all of it.
Yeah. If y'all know what the science behind that or the voodoo behind that is, please let us know. I also don't understand like the huevo.
That's supposed to just the egg is supposed to absorb all of the maldades that somebody's wishing upon you. I claimed, so now that our grandma passed away, may she rest in peace. I told my cousin that I was gonna be the next person to do that in the family. But nobody has let me know if they need it or not. Maybe they don't they don't have confidence in my abilities.
Did Welly teach you how to do it?
No. I would really just be bullshitting, which is probably not a good thing to say because that's like a true.
Yeah, it's probably worse to pretend to do it.
Like it's a prayer.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to TV because
But it worked.
we were trying to.
No, we're looping back around. So in Mexico, remember our cousin Cynthia?
Yeah.
Remember she had all the VHSs of the Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, that's. I think I don't know if that's how I learned about the Backstreet Boys, but
It was because that's how I learned about the Backstreet Boys. Remember that it's okay. In Mexico is when they made me watch Chucky.
Yep.
And that is when I got my aversion to Chucky.
Oh, it's actually a really good thing that you didn't come last night.
I know. I saw that fucking
saw the
Chucky
doll?
doll and I
Yeah.
screamed and I
You remember
I
when-
woke up the baby.
You woke up the baby?
Who posted that shit?
I don't know.
Jessica. It was Jessica.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, it was in our living room. I kind of
Yeah.
wanted you to go to get scared, but you know.
That was really mean. But no, the one that I was scared of was the one that had all the scars.
Yeah.
That one was like, ooh.
He was still a good guy.
Hey, though, shout out to Pedro because he's
Absolutely,
literally
100%.
been helping us out so freaking much. We honestly wouldn't have started this thing without him making us do it.
Nope.
And like I am so into it. I love hearing my voice.
I still haven't.
I can't believe that shit. There was one thing that there was one show that I did want to talk about. Zoe 101.
Zoe 101.
Do
Okay, the
y'all
acting
remember-
in that is corny.
The acting is that in that is corny, yes, but not just that. Wasn't it just one season?
No, it was like 3 or 4.
So in the 4th or 3rd season, she came out pregnant at 16.
Yeah.
And she kept that baby.
Mm-hmm. I remember a couple.
Hero.
Okay. I remember a couple years ago, she like posted on Instagram a photo of like her wedding because I guess she finally got married or something.
I don't think it was to the father.
No, I don't think so, because they were 16. But the little girl, she was in the wedding photos, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
because it's her daughter. And somebody fucking commented like, "That's a little bitch that fucking canceled Zoe 101."
Dude, honestly, I love Zoe 101. I love the fact that
you know
they
what's-
were not with their parents. It was boarding
It was
school.
boarding school.
Do you think we would have done good at boarding school?
Absolutely not. I would have developed so many issues.
You think so?
Yeah. Absolutely. I would develop way worse abandonment issues.
Well, yeah, I guess. But yours developed later in life. I guess
Nope.
you had abandonment issues
Yep.
since you were kids?
One of my first nightmares I remember has to do with abandonment issues.
Really?
Yep.
We should go to therapy.
Yeah. It was the nightmare was like, I guess Halloween had just passed by.
How old were you, do you think?
I was like 6.
Shut up.
Swear to God. I remember I was very young.
Really?
Yeah, we were sleeping over at Madrina's, and
That's why, because we were always at their place. Mom and Dad never wanted us at our house.
yes, I did.
Then why were we always at Madrina's house?
Because we would hang out there.
Hmm.
Mom and Dad, it's not like Mom and Dad would take us there.
Yeah, and then they would not let us come back home till the next
Because
morning.
we would ask. We would be like, can we sleep over? Can we sleep over? Can
No,
we
they
sleep
would be
over?
like, "You're gonna stay here."
No, they wouldn't, dude. We would ask.
You sure you're remembering that wrong? That's probably the key to all your abandonment issues.
No, but so the dream was that all of us went, whatchamacallit, we all went Halloween costume shopping for Halloween.
That's a dream.
This is a dream, yes.
Okay.
So we go to Party City and I'm looking around and I can't choose one, but everybody already gets their shit. So it was like all of our cousins, you know. And then they're like, Ricky, hurry up. Like, you got to get your costume. Hurry the fuck up. And I was just like, I don't know what to choose. Like what should I be?
You always were really slow.
Yeah. So that apparently my dreams do. So I'm walking around the store and then they're just like, we're leaving you. And I was like, no, wait, like I'll pick something. Let me just give me like a couple more minutes. And they left me. And then the dream skips forward like a year or like 6 months or something. And I'm homeless like under a bridge.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I had very vivid dreams.
That's crazy.
And that's one of the first nightmares that I remember.
You know, that probably has to. Okay, so you saying that, I remember I would always make you hurry up to buy your toys when you would get toys.
Mm-hmm.
Because going in, I knew what I was getting.
Yep.
Because in between all the TV shows that we used to watch,
There would be bomb ass commercials
for all the toys. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get this one, then I'm going to get this one, then I'm going to get this one. So I had a plan. It was a strategy going into the purchase of my next toy. But you were always like, I don't know what to pick. You were always like that. So I think that's why you ended up just not picking anything. Because you were so indecisive that you were just like, fuck it, I'm not getting shit. I'm out.
Never thought of it like that. Maybe.
Epiphany.
Maybe.
So maybe not abandonment, maybe it's indecisiveness.
Yeah, that's a different way to look at the dream.
I just saved you hundreds in therapy.
Probably not.
Oh.
But thank you.
Doesn't it make sense though?
It makes sense, yes.
So you're welcome. Okay, so it was the Zoe 101 that was very important for me to.
I think the most important thing in that show actually was the fact that like the school was kind of its own character. Because I remember everybody wanted to go to that school.
Yeah.
They had scooters, they had phones. They were all rich as shit. Like, I'm pretty sure all their
It
parents.
was a very expensive boarding school, I'm sure.
I don't remember anybody in that school or any of the major cast was ever like, my parents can't pay my tuition this year.
Yeah, I was never. Well, you think?
No, I don't remember any episode where they were like, my family's struggling a little bit. I can't come to PC anymore. Actually, I think one time Zoe, we're going to make Zoe leave or transfer schools to go to a richer school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think she was going to go to school like in Paris or some shit.
But, oh yeah, because the guy that loved her was like, oh my God, please don't go or whatever.
Yeah. What's his face? Chase.
I wish
Chase.
we knew. Yeah. I wish we knew chronologically, like how we would watch these shows. Like how old we were with each show. Because I remember watching BET in freaking elementary school. Because I had like it was one of those things where like what you said, like you had to have something to talk about
Yeah.
the next day at school. And from a very early age, me and my friends were all very much into the Black culture, honestly, if I can just say it. Like it was that because it was just BET.
Yeah.
We all knew like 106 in Park. If you didn't watch that shit coming home and you didn't have something to say the next day, who the fuck are you?
I was nobody.
But you
'Cause,
didn't, well, obviously, you
yeah,
didn't hang out with the same people. But
I just watched what you watched.
yeah,
And then there would be times where I'd be watching it like begrudgingly, like I would just be like, "Why the fuck are we watching this? It's so stupid." But then I'd just be like, "Damn, this shit lit."
yeah. And it was always either MTV. It was more the grown up stuff.
Yeah,
And I guess obviously, like, for example, one of my friends, still my friends, her older brother obviously would watch that stuff.
yeah,
So that's where she got it. And then obviously that's where I got it. And then that's where you got it. So it's a lot of influence. But like BET from a very young age. And I think that's what like shaped us, honestly. Like I
like our
wasn't,
interests now.
yes. Because growing up from the time that I was watching BET when I was a kid till now, I gravitate more towards black culture than I do even Hispanic or Mexican culture or Latin culture.
Yeah, I think I do too. I think that's another thing of being like second generation. Or well, no, we're first. We're first.
Yeah, we're first. We're considered first.
Primero.
But yeah, is the fact that you
I think with that, the kids that are growing up now that are probably like second, third,
mhm.
are cycling back to overcompensate.
Yes.
I think they're overcompensating for like wanting to be more Mexican.
Yeah.
Whereas we were kind of like just like let's explore other cultures because a lot of people that I know like they were watching like anime and like random shit
But
from
when they
other
were kids?
cultures. Yeah, from kids.
Yeah, it was either that. Yeah, that's true because it was like Dragon Ball Z when they were watching it young.
Yeah.
I guess it was just what
It was
you were
Toonami. It
into.
was Toonami really
Yeah.
because like they just Cartoon Network and Adult Swim is like one of the coolest fucking like networks because they just like I watched like videos of it of like writers that would work there and they always praise how very relaxed they were
Mm-hmm.
where they were just like, hey, as long as you get the show to us on in a timely manner, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
They had like hours, like they had like blocks of cartoons where they would basically just be like, "Hey, send in your short cartoons, whoever you are, if you have the means to make it, send it to us." And then they did like a competition where kids would vote to see who like which show would be aired.
Really?
Yeah.
Cartoon Network?
Yep.
Wow.
And then they eventually made it to Adult Swim where it was like, let's do cartoons and shit like that, but for older kids.
I never understood cartoons for adults.
Really?
Never.
I love them.
Hated it.
I still love cartoons to this day. I remember we were at your place. This was a while ago. I think when y'all barely moved into the apartment y'all are in now.
Mhm.
And y'all had cable and the kids were watching DuckTales. And just Daniel was getting mad at me because like we were all having the conversation, but I was like turned around watching DuckTales. I was like, what? It's good.
Yeah, no, you have always just very much been into cartoons, but I've always been into like drama, real life type stuff.
I don't like that shit.
Always. I was watching Lifetime young too.
You know how much I don't like that shit? I don't like it. Like I only like it if it's really really compelling,
Yeah.
or if it's like an actor that I really like.
Remember Dad would always have us watch Animal Planet?
Yeah.
Animal Planet and the Discovery Channel.
Mm-hmm.
He just liked knowing shit.
Yeah, and
But
I'm kind of the same way now.
I am too.
I just like knowing shit. Like I'll go into a fucking tangent on YouTube, just like watching shit to learn shit.
Yeah, I do too.
But guess what? I don't retain none of it.
Neither did Dad. He could never bring it up in conversation. It was just like he was so like into it while he was watching it.
It just went in one ear, out the other.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But how long have we been here?
I don't even know, dude.
What time did we start?
Can you edit this song?
Probably.
He said he was gonna start recording at 7:30. We started at like 6:10.
Text them.
Um,
Well, all this is gonna get edited out. You want to just do our outro?
you better really do it.
Let's talk about one more thing.
Okay. What?
TV shows.
Oh, okay.
How do you feel about like actually thinking that you were raised on TV? Because I honestly always thought it was just me.
I liked it while
It was happening.
it was happening. I like the fact that, I can say that like I watch all these shows and whatever, but I think it speaks more to like home life, and I don't know that I want to talk about that because knowing now what we didn't know then,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like we were put in front of the TV so that we wouldn't see what was going on.
Yeah.
Um so while it was happening, it was great, but now I'm like, okay, we weren't, maybe if we hadn't been so focused on the TV and we were aware of what was going on at home, like behind the scenes, I guess you could say, things might have been a little different.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you change any variable of the past, like it's gonna
Yeah.
drastically change you. You know.
So I'm glad I was naive back then and really just focused on TV and like, because TV, like, it raised us and it made us strive for more, I think.
You think so?
I do think so, because in the shows and in the movies that we would watch, there was always either a lesson to be learned or a goal that you should want to reach,
Yeah.
something to attain. Like there was this one movie that I love that always makes me cry, and it makes me cry because of you. It's by Lizzie McGuire or Hilary Duff. Raise Your Voice.
Oh yeah.
So her brother, spoiler alert, her
It's not even really
brother,
a spoiler. It happens within like the first 10 minutes.
her brother dies in the movie, and so she has to
Gets hit by a fucking truck.
a trailer, right, or
Yeah,
a truck
hard.
on the driver's side, and so like she has to
Raise her voice.
raise her voice. She just has to like get through it, and like it's kind of like, okay, in life you have to
You gotta get through shit.
you gotta get through it, like you gotta find a way to get through it. And so that's why I say, like, if we weren't always just on the TV and we were, aware of what was going on, then it might have been easier for us to get through the things that we went through. You get me?
Yeah.
Because I guess like simultaneously we were like watching these movies that like taught us how to get through things, or that we had to, and then like putting that to practice
Yeah, I guess we got like a theoretical way of getting through it, but we never put it to practice.
until we had to
Yeah.
later on when shit popped off.
Yeah.
But like that's what I mean is like if we had put it to practice then, maybe things would have been different. So that's the only thing that I regret. So I just feel like basically it numbed us to reality. It numbed us to our reality, which again I'm grateful for in some aspects, but I
I don't know about you,
wish
but I think I was a kid for a lot longer than I should have been.
you were definitely
Yeah.
babied, which, and I would be so mad at you. I would hate you sometimes because you were so babied, but it wasn't like my hate or my anger. I could only throw it towards you.
Yeah.
I couldn't put it towards the people that I needed to put it towards,
Yeah.
that were making you that way. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Because it's like, okay, I'm understanding this. I'm putting what I'm seeing in these movies and in these shows, and I can tell that there are some things that like we just need to like just know to like survive, or like
Yeah.
to be self-aware, and they weren't letting you do that.
Yeah.
And so it would piss me off because I knew that you were not going to be able to be self-aware. You were not going to be able to grow up. So like maybe bullies or like things that would happen to you in real life, you were not going to be able to know how to navigate.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be mad at anyone. The people that I wanted to be mad at, basically, I couldn't be mad at them. So I had to like be like, grow up. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of had to shake you and be like, grow up. Like, look at this. And Damn, that was deep.
Yeah. You've never told me that before.
I told mom, and
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was like when all the shit was going down, but I told her I blamed her a lot for the way that we were when we were kids
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't baby you. They were already doing that.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do that to you because I knew it was not for your benefit. It was to your detriment.
Yeah.
And even now you feel it too, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
You feel it a lot. You want to know when things are going down. And because you were raised from a little kid to like, don't tell Ricky or
Yeah.
don't upset Ricky.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to tell him. And I tell you everything.
Yeah, you do.
And mom hates it, but I'm like, he has to know. And even when we were kids, we would do that too. Which I think too was also maybe subconsciously I was like making you watch these things so that you would like get it.
Yeah. I feel like with you having me watch like all this stuff, I feel like in my head I was like, oh, okay, I understand like how the world is, but because I kind of knew like some shit was going down, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
But I would keep it to myself. Like, you know, I was always to myself. I was just quiet. If
Yeah.
something bothered me, I wouldn't say anything. You know?
And I was the complete opposite.
Yeah. You were annoying.
I was like, we're gonna get this shit out.
Yeah. But whatchamacallit, like I kind of just enjoyed like I guess the fact that like nobody really knew what was going on. Or I just like being by myself. I still like being by myself.
Yeah.
Like.
But do you think that if they hadn't protected you so much, you would be that way?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
I think I worry a lot about like what I do and how people will perceive it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm like I feel unaware of like what I'm doing from time to time, or I space out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not sure exactly where that stems from. But even like as early as I can remember, like in middle school, being in elementary school, middle school, high school, I always thought of different shit. Like while I was in class, I was like, I don't want to be here, so I'm just gonna escape in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just wouldn't.
I was like, I'm not gonna be here right now. I can tune out.
Yeah. And I think I think again that has a lot to do with the fact that
We were raised on TV.
we were raised on TV. All right, so that is it for our third ever episode of Chismes and Menudo. We have very much enjoyed being here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our episodes. We have a total of 78 downloads for the first episode. Isn't that cool?
It is.
Yeah, so hopefully for all of the other episodes, we can have the same amount. Thank y'all again for your support. I am Adriana.
I am Ricardo.
And we will see you in the next one.
Later.